All right, folks, we want to welcome you to this video about the sign-up process. You're going to click on a link just below here that will actually take you to the iSpot Deals directory where you will be able to sign up for your listing. Now, the iSpot Deals directory is actually two different directories in one. It's a business directory listing where you're going to be able to list your business. It's also going to be a place where you'll be listing your magazine. Now, the neat thing about that is that it gives a couple of different opportunities to you. One, of course, being a business directory, it's going to allow people to leave comments about your business. They're going to be able to, and those are called citations. And citations are extremely important when it comes to Google. Google loves citations. And the more citations you have, the more reviews that you get. Google just really looks at that as though, well, this is an important business. This is an important site, and because of that, then they will give you much higher listings in the directory, and particularly in local directories, really helps you to move up in the search criteria. And we talked a lot in our videos about search and how search works and how difficult it is to really be found in search. But we do know that organic SEO, I guess you would call it, and being able to get your listing found without having to go through the buying process or the PPCs or the paying for your listings. Organic is much easier to deal with, and it is in the long run far better for a business to be in an organic search. Now, what we want to do too is when it comes to your magazine, what's really great about being in the directory for your magazine is that businesses that are looking to advertise in our various magazines that are out there can take a look at your magazine. I'm going to actually click on one here just to kind of give you a quick idea how that can work. If you'll notice here too, the magazine's going to give a description of the magazine. Brief description, just basically gives a little information about it, but then it'll have a link to actually go to that will take people to the actual viewing of a magazine. So they can click on it, get it to pull up here, and then of course they can read the magazine. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole magazine here because we want to get back to the actual sign-up process. And we'll get back to it here. The thing I love about being able to have your magazine in here is that we'll be able to provide information about, how many people you're sending this out to. If you've got, 1,500, 2,000 people that you're sending this out to, this is a great place to be able to get your advertisers, because they're going to go in and they're going to say, hey, here's a business that's got a magazine going out to a couple thousand people. It's in the same area that the other business might be in, and so it's a perfect opportunity for them to advertise on your magazine. So, great way to gather advertisers. Okay, let's get into the actual sign-up process. There's a couple of different things that you're going to want to know about signing up initially. One is there's two different ways to do this. One, of course, if you have multiple businesses or multiple locations, you're going to want to actually go up here to the top where it says register. And the reason for that is if you register, then you'll actually have a back office where you can go in and you can add more than one business. You can put in different locations. So if you have multiple locations, you'll be able to put all of those locations in and then be able to track the activity on each location, because each one then will show how many people have visited that particular listing. It'll actually show how many people have gone in and actually looked at your listing. So you really want to have that if you've got multiple locations. If you don't, then of course if you just got one location, you may just want to go in and just add your business. Now in that case, we're going to do that in this particular issue, so that way we can just cover exactly how the sign up works. So you're going to just go in and you're going to just click on Add Your Business. And if you notice, you have actually three different choices here. Now we actually have more than that. We have several different choices, and you can look at the different choices if you go to the Plans page. And we actually will talk a little bit about that in the bonus section, because we want to kind of point out some of the other features that are in the different plans which will, and one plan might work better for you. So you're definitely going to want to look at the plans and see exactly what's included in each one before you make your final decision. But the free plan, I want to talk about that just for a moment. Free is just a basic business listing. It's not about a magazine. It's only for businesses that just want to put a free listing up, maybe test the waters, I guess. A lot of businesses are encouraged to list their business on directories. We get a lot of marketing folks out there that part of their process of helping businesses is to get them listed on the various directories that are out there. And so we do offer that as a free listing for businesses. They can go in and post a free listing. They don't really get a whole lot other than they get the features that come with the directory, and I'm going to talk about those just briefly. When you look at the features that are in a listing, you're actually going to have several things that you can do with your directory listing. One, of course, is that you can send this out to people on your, say, on your Facebook page. You can send it to Facebook, and any information that you want to pass along, you can do so. You can tweet it. You can, basically you can share it with different. You can also share it with friends and relatives. You can put it on here and put their email address in, send it to your friends and neighbors. Now, you can't spam. You can't just go in here and put in a whole bunch of email addresses and send it out to all those email addresses. That won't work. The system won't allow it to happen. So, in fact, you don't want to do that, because if that happened, you'd get banned, and then, of course, you'd lose your listing and everything. You don't want to do that. That would not be a good thing. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the three listings that we have here. The free, of course, we talked about. Our favorite plan, of course, is the what we call the Evolve plan. It's a great plan. We'll talk about some of the features that are included in that when we talk about the plans. You can go up to the plans link at the very top. In fact, I'll go up here real quick and just point it out. If you notice right up here, the plans in the top bar, and you can go in and click on that, and that'll give you all the different plans. And there's links to each of the different features that will describe those features, so you'll get a complete understanding of how it works. But we're going to cover that a little bit more in detail in the bonus section, so stay tuned. All right, now as far as the other plans, the Pro Plan is really a plan designed to give you what we call our rewards network. Now, the rewards network is an incredible platform that will help you to get more business, as well as helps to get that loyalty factor going. And I don't want to go into that too much right now. We'll talk about that and other things. You can also ask your account specialist for more details on that. If you do want to get a little bit more information before you get signed up, you can always go again to the plan section, and it'll describe the entire rewards platform and how that works. It's a great program, and I highly recommend it. But in this particular instance, we're going to just talk about our featured Evolve plan and how that works. It's a great place, again, to test the waters. If you can always upgrade to the Pro plan anytime. You can downgrade anytime. So if you were to go and get on the Pro plan, and maybe some of those features on there are not working for you, or just not something that you would use, and you want to downgrade, you can actually then downgrade to the Evolve plan at any time. So anyway, let's just talk about getting signed up here and get started. Like I say, you can always upgrade or downgrade however you want to go at any time. So what you're going to do is, once you click on that Add Your Business, it will take you here to where you'll then be able to select your plan. In this case, again, we're going to select the Evolve plan. And what that will do then will take you to the actual business listing information. Now, this is really important that you get this complete, because this will then become your business listing, and we will gather a lot of the information that we're going to use initially to start setting up your magazine will come from this area. So you make sure you want to be as complete with this as possible. Now, you're going to be able to list in 3 different categories, and then you'll also get 3 different subcategories. And in this case, we're going to do kind of a imitation or a substitute business to just kind of give you an example of how all this works. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this, and we're going to say that is Joe's, or let's do a different one here. Let's talk about, well, let's go to a restaurant here. and we'll go down here to restaurants and bars, and we're going to say it's American, and then we're going to go back down again to restaurants and bars. Now you can change this too, you know, if there were maybe Joe does something other than just his restaurant, so you can change that. But in this case, we're going to keep it simple. So let's say we'll just make it's an American restaurant, and oops, wait a minute, let me go back here. We already did American, so let's do Italian. Okay, oops. Yeah, well, we'll leave it at that. It doesn't matter. You can kind of pick and choose, like I say, just going through here. Now, as the third one, again, we want to go back down here to restaurants and bars, and we'll say that, well, let's see here. Well, let's just say it's a nightclub too. Okay. We'll go down here. We'll get the name of the place. We'll call it Joe's Pizza. And now in the description area, you want to give a good description of the business because, again, you remember this is an area where you want to get people's attention. A lot of our people will put listings in here, and they'll also put an incentive in. So the incentive might be, hey, as a new visitor, stop in and get you know, $5 towards your first purchase, or you know, get a free order of cheesy sticks with your first order, whatever it might be. Get an incentive that's actually going to get people to want to come and visit Joe's Pizza. The description also, you want to make sure that you don't make it too long because nobody will read a long description, but it's a great place for you to give them enough information to where people are going to be interested in your business. And of course, in this case, we're just going to put in here Joe's Great Pizza. Okay, it doesn't like the way I did Joe's, so anyway, we'll go from there. You can also then you can go in here and you can insert a logo, an image for your logo, or you can put in maybe a picture of the business or something. But you want to make sure that you're going to put something in. Now, if you don't have anything or you don't know how to load an image to it, don't worry about that. Our IT staff, when they go through and review your listing, they'll make any repairs or adds or whatever to it. Also, your account specialist will work with you if you don't know how to put images up. We'll help you with that, so not to worry. But if you have the ability to know how to do that, it's a pretty easy process. You just click on Browse. It'll take you to your computer. You just find where you have that image stored on your computer, and it will automatically load it right into the program. Okay, next step, of course, is you want to put in your website. Make sure and put in the whole URL. So let's see, and we'll just call it joespizza.com. And phone number. Location. Now your location is just going to be your state. Don't worry about your, you know, this one. It'll ask you for, you know, your next thing you're going to do, of course, is put your address. Now I encourage you to make sure and put in your entire address. And the reason for that is that if you notice over here it says add map. You can actually click on add map and it'll add a map. And it makes it easy for people to be able to find you as on your listing. So important that you do that. Make sure that address is complete with the zip code and everything. Email address, of course, we're just going to put in joe@joespizza.com. And contact person is Joe. And then, of course, put in the CAPTCHA. 50496. Okay. And then hit submit. Now what that's going to do is it's going to then take you to a payment page where you'll be able to make your payment. And we do all these through PayPal. If you don't use PayPal, it's not a problem. You can actually just click on where you can just make payment with a credit card. It's a real easy process. We find this to probably be one of the easiest, and it's a secure system, so works real well. So you just click on the PayPal button here, What that'll do then is it will take you to a place where you'll be able to make your payment. And you can see here, and you can just, if you want, you just go in and click pay with a credit card, and it'll take you to a place where you can put in your credit card. Okay, so we'll go back. Now, once you do that, then your listing will be posted. It also will be reviewed by our IT staff to make sure that if we need to add an image, or if there's misspelled words or something in there, or something just doesn't look right, they'll go through and make sure and fix it so that it all looks really good. Also, you'll have to verify your email address, so you'll get an email that will just ask you to click on a link, so you want to make sure and do that, and that just verifies your email. Okay, that pretty much covers the sign up process. Now be aware that once you do sign up, within 48 hours, your account specialist is required to contact you. We used to do it where they had 24 hours to contact you, but with this has been such a successful program that a lot of our account specialists are a little bit overwhelmed. So we give them at least 48 hours so that they can reach out to you. In many cases, they will reach out to you shortly after your sign-up process. But we always want to make sure and let everybody know that within 48 hours we will be in touch with you, and we will then go through and review the information that you submitted in your directory listing, as well as we'll begin to put together your magazine. And it's really important that you make yourself available for that call. Many times that call can take anywhere from about 20 to maybe as much as 45 minutes, depending on how much information we need to gather from you. But it's a great place to kind of get started. We'll walk you through some of the other processes that you're going to need to do, like we'll need to get you to register for your back office, where we have a lot of training and a lot of information that will help you to be more familiar with helping us to build your magazine. Now do understand, we run your magazine. We take care of your magazine. We handle the IT part of it. We do the, as far as adding the content and all that other information. So, but the big thing is make sure that you're available so that we can actually kind of go through that information with you. Okay, folks, I want to thank you for watching this video. Make sure in the next page or two you're going to find another link in there that will actually talk a little bit about the bonuses, and there will be another video available there where you can go in and look at the different plans and kind of review that a little bit. You might want to hold off on your actual sign up until you look at the different plans. Then you can always come back to this page here and get your sign up started then, because you'll then be able to select the plan that you want to get started with. Okay, folks, again, thanks. We appreciate it, and we really do appreciate you taking the time to read the magazine and listen to the various videos that we've inserted. All right, thanks, and take care now.